Hey, what is up, awesome people? Shady back with another Adam Fishing 2 video. At first, you're going to be hooking fish and reeling them in with little to no downtime, but eventually you're going to find yourself in situations where you just can't seem to get a bite, or the fish that you're hooking keep getting away. So I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks that are going to help you catch fish more efficiently. You don't want to leave your hook sitting in one place for very long, because every second you are outside fishing, you're taking a combination of radiation and environmental damage. You also don't want to keep pulling your hook out of the water and recasting, because every time you cast, you take a little bit of damage to your health. It's not a large amount of damage, it is minimal, but you don't want to get in the habit of casting and recasting over and over, because it does add up. So what you can do to make every cast count is, once you've casted, drop your depth till you get the message you've hit the bottom. Now raise the line about 4 or 5 clicks. Wait a couple seconds. If you don't get a bite signal, raise it 4 or 5 clicks again, and keep repeating this till you get the bite signal. This doesn't work all the time, but it works a lot. It works enough that if you're thinking of recasting, try this first, and I think you'll be surprised by the results. Now, once you've hooked the fish, understanding the dynamic of how to reel the fish in is greatly going to improve your results, because there's more to it than just pulling up on the rod and reeling in. If that's all you're doing, then you're going to lose a lot of fish. Now, first things first, your rod and your line is going to determine how big of a fish you can catch and how easy you're going to be able to catch them. Here I have a crafted rod and line, both upgraded to level 10. The rod has a maximum weight limit of 3.56 and the line has a breaking weight of 7.12. Now, the limit of the fish you can hook is 3 times the limits on both your rod and reel. If we add both those together, we get a total of 10.68, so I can hook fish that weigh less than 32 kilograms. That doesn't mean I'm going to be able to catch the fish, it just means that I can hook them. Anything bigger than 32 kilograms, it's going to give me the message that the fish is too big. Since my rod has a limit of 3.56, I'm going to struggle reeling in anything higher than that weight. Once you hook a big fish, you're going to start hearing this clicking. What this designates is that the fish has traction, or how I like to refer to it as advantage. So as long as you hear that clicking, the fish has the advantage and it's going to be able to pull out the line. And if it reaches the limit on the amount of line that you have, well, then the fish wins and it's going to get away. What you have to do is you have to get the advantage. And to do that, you have to find the spot where that clicking stops. And that spot is normally in front of the fish and in the direction it's headed. And it could be with the rod up or the rod down. And the stronger the fish, the smaller that spot's going to be. But once you find it, the fish won't be able to pull the line out any longer, and you're going to begin reeling it in. And the longer you prevent the fish from reaching the end of your line, the more and more you're going to wear him out. Right here is the fish's health, or the fight in the fish. And the longer this battle goes on, that bar will continue to drop, and the advantage window will get larger and larger until eventually you out-traction the fish and you can reel it in. So the whole trick to this is staying in the advantage spot where you don't hear that clicking sound. Another thing you could do to give yourself an advantage is to increase your traction. And you can do that by increasing your strength. That's going to make that window a little bit larger and easier to find. Now, hooking these bigger fish and having these long back and forth battles and getting big experience for a fish are fun, but there is a trade-off to it, and that is the longer the fish fight you, the more damage you're doing to your equipment, and that is eventually going to have to be repaired. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to show you guys is a trick with the spinning reel that makes catching pike and perch a piece of cake. So when you get awarded the spinning rod setup, you're going to get 3 lures, and the one you want to equip is the Green Junior TWS, which is a jigging lure. I'm going to go to Pratoka, and I'm going to go to the dock, and I'm going to cast out to the left. Now set your speed around 15 or 20 and then start reeling in with the left mouse button. But while you're reeling in, you want to intermittently hit the right mouse button to pull up on the rod. That's going to cause the lure to bounce, which Adam Fishing refers to as jig guiding. About 90% of the time, you're going to hook a pike or a perch with jig guiding on that Junior TWS. Then all you have to do is find that advantage spot and reel them in. So I hope you guys found these tips useful. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one. Later.
Yeah, Shady Wags got your back. It's so entertaining. You need to subscribe to Got Your Back gaming, gameplay, and reviews. Even doing walkthroughs. This the best gaming channel. I'm just telling you the truth. PS4, Xbox One, or even PC. Plenty tips, all the tricks. This is just what you need.